He completely failed to mention that I'm the reason why he got that truck running.
That's all that matters. Why are you live streaming? I'm not into this.
There you go.
Yay, I'm in the screen. Showing your dying wife on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not the one killing you, so.
How do I know you didn't give me something?
I can't even catch pneumonia, so how would I give it to you?
You can go get a tube, pneumonia.
Oh yeah, like I'm gonna go through that much trouble.
I don't know, you might. I'm the one with the health insurance policy.
You mean life insurance?
Yeah, well, I'm the one that has a life insurance policy.
Two people popped on and then popped right back out. So sad.
Probably because they saw that I was dying.
No, that ain't why. Watch your head, sweetheart.
What?
Nothing. Just waiting on people to show up.
Nobody's gonna show up. Nobody wants to watch.
Oh, gee, thanks. There was one person there. You chased him off. Great job.
I'm dying.
Got somebody in here. Who we got?
I don't know, but I'm about to blow my nose, so kudos if they stick around.
She thinks she's dying and she blames me.
I am dying.
Had nothing to do with me.
Probably not me a disease.
Oh yeah. That's my master plan.
Kill me and collect that $8,000 life insurance
Ooh,
policy.
$8,000.
Pay off your truck.
Well, I got $4,000 left on the truck.
I know. Pay off the truck and give you some left over. Pay off the rest of our loans.
You mean yours?
You have one too. Mine's down to like...
Who we got hiding in here?
Hi.
Hey, James. I don't think I've seen you on a live stream before. Three people. My cry for help. Am I supposed to read deeper into that, or is this just a getaway from life for you?
Welcome.
What's up, Mike? He's trying to kill me with the coughing. What's up, little dumpling? So how's everybody doing?
Don't mind me, I'm just trying to cough out my lungs.
BLM equals being lazy matters. That's hilarious. I type slow. It's almost... I'm just a step past hunting pack. What's up, John? Whoop, whoop. Got 5 people in here. I must be doing something right.
Everybody wants to WebMD me.
Nothing. Who, mine?
What?
I told you earlier, I feel like Mo from the original Three Stooges. I seriously am thinking about getting a haircut in the morning. And yes, I have more hair than Shaggy does. What's a lie? I think everybody's tired.
I'm not super tired, I just feel like crap.
John starts talking about being tired and I start yawning, looking like a freak. So what'd you do today, John? He done nothing. Those are some big claws. No. I built a workbench out in my little shop earlier today.
It's a carport.
I done shop like that, sweetheart. And honestly, I'm about ready to close in the rest of it, and it's going to be a garage without a door. Not a shoop.
Well, that's freaking creepy.
That is awesome.
I hate it.
Let me see. Who would wear a shirt with those kinds of buttons on them? I would. I would do it.
Did you see these?
No, I haven't been on Facebook yet, sweetheart.
They had a picnic today.
No, it was a nice day. Yep, a shop. Where I got the Mustang parked at. And Sunday, I'm going to be uploading a video on how to do the front brakes on a 06 Dodge Grand Caravan. Can you show me those when I'm not live streaming?
That was the only other picture that had our kids in them. So that was literally all I was going to show you.
Apparently a shop is a shoop to John.
Shoop. Sure.
Yep, a shoop.
Why not?
You know, just like shoe, except instead of the E, there's another O. And then you get the P. It's a shoop.
He killed it.
No, I dropped my phone.
Killed it.
No, what the crap? What's up, Mobile Sports? My phone charger's trying to tell me.
The struggle is real.
What are you... John, are you okay? Because you're just spouting out some random things, dude.
Our theater just turned into an AMC.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha, Mobile. Did you get a concussion, John? Because you know that would explain the woohoo.
I need to take my meds.
It's all good, Mobile. It doesn't really bother me. The only time it bothers me is when I go over to my mom's house. And then I don't hang around long. You're what, 11, John?
You should not be having coffee after a concussion. The blood thinning after the caffeine is not good. The blood thinning caused by the caffeine is not good after having a concussion.
Dare the Raven.
Take it from somebody who has had multiple concussions.
Well, I was just going to say the coffee would stunt his growth.
That too.
You'll stay as short as my wife is, John. Stop drinking coffee.
Do not make me beat the crap out of you on a live stream.
Why not? Everybody earlier thought it was hilarious. I didn't do anything except call her Oompa Loompa.
I'll rip a tit off.
No. Why does everybody want to gang up on me tonight? What did I do to displease the world so much?
You refused to wipe your son's butt.
I was busy.
Doing what?
Well, one, I was live streaming, and then we were also cleaning up and putting tools away.
Oh, we're taking 45 seconds.
So I could take Shaggy home. What about my hair? It's not a mullet. It does come out the side. See? I have hair on the side of my head,
it's
John.
Uniform length.
I don't have a mullet.
Exterminate!
Now, I can make it a mullet.
I'll kill you.
And then grow everything back out and do some mutton chops, you know.
I would rather be a widow.
Jeez, thanks. I see how much my wife loves me now.
Do you know how bad mullets are?
Yes!
Do you understand how bad mullets are?
Gundy has a mullet.
I know, and I hate it.
It's all business up front and party in the back.
I would shave off his mullet if I got close enough. Straight up.
I got sawdust all over it. I can't stop itching. No. Oh. Hey, can you get me the hairbrush, sweetheart?
No.
I am not a princess, John. God. What's up, country mom?
You're not a princess. If anything, you're a queen.
I'm a princess, damn it, not a queen. God.
You just said you weren't a princess.
Yeah. No. Actually, he popped in the other day, and that was it.
Asking about David?
Yeah. He popped in on the live stream, and I told him that you were looking for him, and then that was basically it. No,
Yeah.
I brought you up, and he said that it was hard to get a hold of you because you don't have like a regular phone. Listen, John, they're already married in the stream. They met, they dated, they had kids, they got married.
I ship
It was very fast. This stream was like eHarmony.
I ship it.
What's up, Rod? My live stream turned into eHarmony quick and in a hurry.
Did you try Twitter?
Hi, eHarmony. I don't know their princess.
He said he's not a princess.
I must be tired because now I'm getting confused. Is that better for you, John? My hair's all combed back. Is that better? Huh?
What are you confused about?
I don't know. I just lost track.
You said you weren't a princess. I said, if anything, you're a queen. So you said you were a princess.
I haven't done nothing to even offend you. Go get me my drink of freedom.
I won't.
I can't have a drink of freedom?
I just stood up and got you a hairbrush, so no.
I can't have a drink of freedom.
You can get up and get your own drink of freedom.
Does anybody on here know what a drink of freedom is?
If he's not on here or not on Twitter, I have no idea where he is. Thank you, country mom.
Okay, nobody has seen this shirt.
I ain't playing Gopher.
Nobody has seen my shirt.
Your laptop just went in my ass.
Fuck your feelings. Drink your freedom.
And yet when...
It's a beer.
I was cussing in
It's just drinking beer. Just like my wife is wearing my other shirt that I like a lot.
You got 2 of them.
By accident.
Doesn't matter.
I ended up getting 2 of those shirts by accident. So I gave you one of them. And one of them is constantly missing.
Well, I found it. So
I'm not lazy, John. Trust me. I'm anything but lazy. I want to, Country Mom. Boy, do I.
Negatory.
Look, we don't have to live in the mountains, woman. Just as long as we move back to North Carolina.
No.
We can live on the coast for all I care. And then we could be like everybody that lives down in Florida. Every time a hurricane hits, we can grab onto something and go, we love it here.
No.
As there's 90, 120 mile an hour winds blowing everything over. Torrential downpours. Lightning.
I do that with tornadoes, not hurricanes. Tornadoes last a short time. Hurricanes last a week.
Yeah, but with hurricanes, if you flood, you can get the boat out and then just go on down to the lake.
Nope, I'm not about the floods. I'm not about it lasting a week. I like it when my exciting weather lasts for an hour and is over.
I didn't know you were live. I'm about to check, make sure I am subscribed to you, Country Mom. I'll admit I don't get every single notification from everybody that I'm subscribed to, but yes, even though you're subbed to me, unless I'm subbed to you and hit that notification bell, if you go live or you post a video, unless I'm subscribed to you, I won't know about it. And I've never seen a video or a live stream pop up to you, so I'm going to have to check that.
Tell him, next time you're getting nasty comments, I'll have him tell me, and then I'll show up, and I'll go crazy on the asshats.
So, hey Rod, getting back to that 85 F-150.
If there's one thing I do good, it's standing up for people.
How long after we got off the phone this morning did it take you to actually figure out what it was? Because I know I walked you through the coil and everything, especially how they do these new coils with the positive and the negative. And then, of course, in your live stream, giving you that idea to where you jump back to the coil. It's only 10, 20 minutes. It's not bad.
Oh, you didn't tell me you figured out the carburetor video.
What, sweetheart?
Take that outside further.
Alright, Country Mom, take it easy. She thinks she has pneumonia.
I'm good. I get sick every time the weather changes. We had several days.
Well, she's already tried blaming me for it, John.
We had several days of it being like 75 degrees. and then it got really cold again, and then it got really warm again, and so now my lungs are trying to kill me. I've got one healthy lung, and one lung that's half dead because I've ruptured it 3 times. So
basically, she's just a little screwed country mom.
yeah. Nah, I'm good. I hold on to a cough for a really long time. I'll probably be like this for 2 or 3 more days, and then just kind of have a lingering mild cough for a month.
See, I'm debating something now.
They'll try to put me on steroids, and I'm allergic to steroids.
Yeah, she is allergic to steroids, country mom. Which is basically what all your antibiotics are and everything else.
Not antibiotics. Antibiotics aren't steroids.
They do have some that do contain steroids.
They're automatic would be to put me on a corticosteroid. It's what they do every time I go in for a cough. And I'm already on asthma medication that I have to use super sparingly because, again, corticosteroid. This happens every year, twice a year. For what, though?
Hey, I'm gonna step out into the carport for a minute, okay?
Okay.
Hey, so, Rod, I've been thinking, if you're still there, which is going to get me in a lot of trouble, especially since I have my live stream playing through my personal account. I am seriously thinking about putting a 302 in there, doing a complete engine build. So my question is how much do you think I'm going to have to modify the front? Because I know if I done a 351, I'd have to widen the front end. What's up, Mike? But a 302 will just drop straight in without having to do any kind of modifications to the front. You know, you're also talking to somebody who doesn't know how to weld yet. So I need to get my dad's welder at some point, get some scrap metal, and start learning. Country mom, she ain't going to. She's as stubborn as I am. Yeah, but it's something I want to do at the same time, though, Rod. I honestly kind of just want this whole car to be 100% done by me and the guy that I'm teaching. T-Bear 350 in it, huh? Yeah, country mom, I am extremely against doctors right now, especially with what happened to my dad and Rod's medical problems that he's going through. So I am not a big advocate of doctors right now. But anyways, Rod, this is what I was talking about earlier. See, here's the wire that goes from the coil Here's the wire that goes from the coil to the distributor. And there is the inside of the distributor. That's what I was telling you about this morning when I called you. Yeah, but I've never seen an old point set up with any kind of electronics whatsoever. That's what had me confused. Yes, country mom, if it does get worse, she will go in, okay? I'll drive her myself. Mike, you've been missing a lot, man. Oh, and Rod, I don't know if you saw the video or not, but here's the floorboard inside of the Mustang. Rolling a truck ain't that bad. I've been there. I've been through worse. Which is why I need to learn how to weld, Rod. And the welder my dad got was a MIG flux core welder. I don't know how well that's going to do for what I need. Country mom, I promise nothing's going to happen to her. Me and Katie might bicker back and forth, but we do take care of each other. But anyways, Rod, that's what I spent the day building. An 8-foot workbench. Eight foot long, 2 foot deep, 2 foot high in the back. So now I can hang my tools up when I'm working on something. And no, I'm not going to drop an LS1 motor in it. As much as I hate Ford, I'm not going to drop a Chevy. I'd rather drop a Dodge, which would mean Hemi. And if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to drop a Hemi in it, then it's going to be the one out of my pickup after I've paid it off. Only $4,000 more to go. The only way to improve a Ford is to put a Dodge motor in it. That's the only way. No, my dad actually taught me good on that rod. He taught me every curse word in the book and how to throw a good wrench in a ratchet. I need to scrub my grill down tomorrow. My grill's a mess. Let's see, I gotta finish up a fence in the backyard in the morning. Be done with it by the time my wife has to go to work at noon. Turn around when she gets off, go do a drywall job. And somewhere in there, make a video and do a live stream. No, well, I could use a wire brush. Country mom sounded like my mom if she liked people. I will keep an eye on her, but I do not coddle people, country mom. Oh, I'm not overdoing it. The only reason why I do a lot of stuff late at night is just because of insomnia. I can't sleep. That and PTSD. My hair has wings. It sucks, doesn't it, prep for it? You can go lay down in bed at a normal time, lay in there for another 5, 6, 7 hours, sometimes not even sleep at all, and get up and go the next morning. Later, country mom. Oh, Darian, I'm gonna beat you like a redheaded stepchild. I think I might have to do a drive to Walmart right now. But yeah. Hey, John, I got a joke for you about paper. Do you want to hear it? That's when you can see the hookers, Mike. You sure? It's terrible. Wow, I just gave away the pun and it just went over his head. Mike, if I wanted to go through all that, there's a strip club down the road called Blue Diamond Cabaret. And a lot of the college girls here in town actually work there. So I would just go hang out on campus and watch them leave the dorms. And about time for my wife to chime in because she's listening to this. Ooh. Yes, sweetheart, the Sorostitutes. But I won't touch a Sorostitute, so that's okay. Yay. Hey, Kelly, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing good. My wife's in the house coughing up along, listening to the live stream and commenting. Taking a lot of fun out of it, but I'll get beat when I go in. It's okay. It's fun. It is. It's hilarious. Especially when you see the chunkier ones get out of their cars and walk into the gas station wearing their stripper outfits, and you can't tell if they're pregnant or just overweight. But Rod, here's the carburetor, man. All rebuilt, all cleaned up inside and out. It probably would have ran the way it was, but right here where the fuel line hooks into, that entire, I don't know, I'd probably say about 45-degree angle roughly, was clogged up all in that corner. But no, my apprentice rookie or novice actually didn't do a bad job. I gave him hell, but it was fun. I'm surprised you were able to get the bag open, Mike. Usually dogs are a lot like kids. They hear a bag crinkling, they come running. So I'm surprised you got the bag running open. Sweetheart, you say that, but the second I sit down, you're going to start right back up. So, yeah. Alright, give me a minute, woman. You're going to drive me crazy. me, Skeeter. Yep, 3-inch. Anybody want to buy a 3-inch cold air intake? Never been used. It's supposed to fit my truck, but it don't. Rod, it might work on one of your motors. It's a nice one too. I ordered it months ago and went to put it on my truck. It don't hook up like it should. So I can't even use it, and it's just been sitting out here collecting dust. I think I paid like $50 for it, for something that don't even fix. Well, I bought one similar to that when I had my Durango, and it worked just fine. Except I got a whole K&N deal for like $20. The whole cold air intake, $20, K&N brand. That way we can make sure you got your cough under control. Alright. But yeah, it just don't make sense. But I did manage to get something out of my mom today, Rod. And I just gotta work on the rest of the tools. My dad's compressor has a new home. Hey, Dakota. It's the same, Mike. She can't sleep in her bed. She's staying on the couch. She wakes up for a while. She falls asleep. Wakes up, falls asleep, and does that off and on all day. Where did my chair go? Well, Rod, my dad has 2 toolboxes. One's a 3-tier, one's a 2-tier, full of basically nothing but Craftsman tools and air compressor tools. And my mom won't let me get them right now because she don't even know what she's going to do with them. I'm hoping she just gives them to me instead of selling them, because I'm the only one that works on anything. I'm the only one that basically done all the work on their cars to begin with. My little brother helped when he could, but most of the work I did, even when I didn't have time. So I'm hoping I get all those tools. In which case, I'm going to have to buy a building. Unless I can get this storm shelter out of the carport so I can actually make it a garage. Which then I can turn it into a shop. Which means everything will be a lot easier. Well, no, it won't be. But I'm talking about like my mom taking them all to a pawn shop and selling them just to get rid of them. Instead of, asking me, is like, hey, $200, all the tools are yours, or $300, everything's yours, Because that's the value of his tools is outrageous. And if she takes them to a pawn shop, they're going to give her less than bottom dollar, and they're going to turn around and price them through the roof. She knows this. She knows how they work. It's just, I don't know if she'll be in the right state of mind if she does do that or not. I like having this workbench here now. It makes it easier for live streams. A lot of those tools, Rod, are Craftsman tools my dad has had since I was a kid. I'm 30. There go the dogs. They won't shut up. But yeah. I'm hoping, even if she don't give them to me, at least I'll buy them off of her. That way they stay in the family. And I've already talked to my wife. If and when I die, she doesn't get rid of my tools. She leaves them over at her parents' for them to use until my kids are old enough to learn how to use the tools and learn how to wrench on their own cars. Exactly, Rod. Which is what I want. I mean, he's got timing lights, he's got 4 or 5 torque wrenches, he's got half-inch drive, 3/8 drive, quarter drive, metric, standard, line wrenches, regular wrenches, adjustable wrenches, dozens of pliers, vice grip pliers, channel lock pliers, the whole 9 yards. And that don't count the battery jump starter he has, which is like 15, 20 years old. That still works like it should. Engine stands, engine hoists, ramps. He's even got stuff to hook up to the air compressor for painting his own car. He's got all kinds of stuff, dude. It's ridiculous. And every single drawer on his toolboxes are full. They're full of tools. And for the most part, they're fairly organized. And about 98% of his hand tools, the sockets, the ratchets, all that stuff, even the screwdrivers are all Craftsman. And I want those tools. Not because I mean the tools I have, I'm not joking, Rod, are all in that Bossich toolbox. They're all in that Bossich toolbox, but everything I have in there I can work on a car with. Unless I need a specialty tool, then I go rent it from a parts store. My dad owns the specialty tools. Exactly, Mike and Rod. That was when they actually had pride in their product. I only ever broke one of my dad's sockets. It was a Craftsman socket. And most of his sockets are from when I was a kid. They have not broken except for that one I broke. And that's because he didn't have the impact sockets and he told me to take a bolt off. I had it on the air impact gun and it snapped the sidewall out. But they had no problem sticking to their warranty and replacing it for free. We didn't tell them how it happened. We just told them that we were torquing down a bolt. And that's how it snapped. So, little white lie never hurt anybody, but I would love to have his tools, even if I have to buy them. But yeah, I'm trying to get stuff set up here and making plans with the Mustang, with getting this carport done, making it into somewhat of a little garage / shop. all that kind of stuff. What's up, Firebird? Yay, splinters. Don't you just love splinters? Speaking of which, Rod, there's the toolbox up there. Also, when I auction it off, this is one of the hubcaps from my Mustang. That's in the best shape. That's going to be going with the toolbox. Since my dad loves Mustangs, especially the classic ones, this is going with the toolbox to whoever gets it. And I'm also supposed to get I ordered 2 things for the toolbox earlier this week that are supposed to be here tomorrow so I can work on finishing it up. So, I haven't forgot about it. It's been on the back burner a little bit just because I kept forgetting to order the stuff. But the toolbox will be getting done so it can be put up for auction. I should actually probably go tomorrow and get the paint so I can pinstripe it too, huh? But every penny that the toolbox brings in will be going to my mother, just to help her out. And I've said that since the beginning, since I started finishing the project in place of my dad. I will be keeping none of it at all. It all goes to her. So hopefully there's a good turnout for it. Yes, it's supposed to start storming here come Sunday, Rod, and then it's supposed to be raining basically all week next week. But as soon as I have it done, I'm going to take pictures of it and everything, put it up on eBay, and do a video with the link in the description for everybody to go to bid on it.
I was thinking about it. If you just want to do like a quick auction, you could probably do a live stream and like actually auction it off.
I don't know how to do auctions.
You don't have to actually be able to like do an auctioneer voice, but
You mean conduct the auction?
Yeah.
But that also means having the viewers at that point in time to do it. Here.
I don't want it. Can I close it?
Well, I got it open for the view time. So, that's the plan with the toolbox. And I might be able to get that done tomorrow afternoon. Throw the kids all in bed for a nap. Once they're asleep, go outside and finish it up. I've got everything I need to pinstripe it except the paint.
What are you pinstriping it with?
I was thinking of either black or silver. And I'm thinking silver would pop more against that blue.
You got it. You're gonna have to use silver since the handles are silver.
But the toolbox will be going up very soon. Within the next couple of days, with any luck. Might be tomorrow. Who knows? But yeah. Oh, you're finally getting snow, Rod? After you said in your video earlier you think it passed you. You cursed yourself, man. You cursed yourself. I'm sorry, Mike. It wasn't me. We haven't had snow at all this year. Just 2 days of ice that didn't even affect the roads. We didn't even lose power. Trees didn't fall over or nothing.
Thankfully. When we get ice, we get ice.
A foot of snow ain't that bad. He might be. He might be a wizard and you don't even know it.
Y'all can.
He might not even know it.
Y'all can fucking keep it.
Either that or you just secretly want the snow, Mike.
So now that my ear doesn't hurt, I can feel in it. And I don't think...
Hey,
Hello.
Kilt Guy. Welcome to the stream. Well, with the beard and the hair. Yeah, I can see why you'd be accused of being a wizard. Just going through, messing around, having a little bit of fun.
Licking his phone.
No, I use my nose to get that notification off the screen because my arm's kind of stuck behind your head. What's up, pothead? I feel like I'm talking to my cousin-in-law. That's my wife.
Hey, watch it.
No, I get very protective.
I ain't complaining since I feel like shit. Thank you.
Wow, chat died.
Well, it kind of got awkward because you got Krishy. Yeah, kind of.
It ain't that late. It's only 11:30 here.
It's late.
I'm used to being up a lot later. How old are you, Kilt Guy and Pothead? God, that feels awkward saying.
Hey.
Kilt Guy, you ain't that much older than me. You got me beat by 15 years.
Your birthday wasn't that long ago either.
No, it wasn't. What's today's date?
Happy late birthday.
This is 23rd? Yeah, not that long ago at all. Happy belated birthday, Kilt Guy. Dude, I already get mail from AARP and have for like the last 5 years.
You bitter.
Of course I'm bitter. I'm 30 and AARP's trying to get me to join them.
I laugh.
Yeah, so does Kilt Guy. See? I like how Pothead hasn't answered the question, but Kilt Guy did.
You got a letter from AARP not that long ago, and
All right, Pothead, I'm only going to say this once. That is my wife. If you don't knock it off, I'm kicking you out.
You got a letter from AARP not that long ago, I took a picture of it and I sent it to a couple of my friends. I said, "How you know you're married to an old man?" They thought it was hilarious.
I'm only 4 years older than you.
I know. Chelsea laughed her ass off, though.
How old are you, pothead?
Hey, it's probably the one guy that was giving you crap a while back.
Oh, if it's Wyatt, we're gonna have real problems. Yeah, you noticed that too, right? Too, Mike.
Yeah, it's probably just time to end the video.
Wrong one. Hey, Kilt Guy, I've already clicked on his avatar and removed him from chat, so... I don't care. I don't care who it is. If you're not going to show respect to somebody's wife, then I don't want you part of my channel or even in my live streams. I don't care if I'm in somebody else's live stream.
I've never known a Canadian to be a troublemaker. They're too polite.
I'm actually going to work on figuring that out right now, Rod. Rod, you're a moderator for my channel. Camper Mike, you're a moderator for my channel.
Make yourself a moderator, too.
Yeah, Rod is a mod.
You could comment from your personal YouTube and make yourself a moderator.
Mike and Bear are blue. Kilt Guy, once I get to know you better, I won't have a problem making you a moderator. I just don't know you. Mike.
Moderate everybody.
I talked to Rod quite a bit on the phone, and we talk back and forth in comments on his videos. Camper Mike's in almost every single one of my live streams, and that's the reason why I chose them. But yeah. I guess I must be doing something if I'm getting trolls and haters.
Yeah, it's just an annoying little twat.
I don't care how old you are. You're not going to sit here and disrespect somebody's wife. Especially disrespect my wife in front of me. Oh, it's all good, man. It's just like back when I was going back and forth with Wyatt Charlie. And you know what? It honestly wouldn't surprise me if it was that same little. Never mind. I'm going to calm down now. I put an end to that crap too, real quick, Mike.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's what I was going to check. What was his name?
What?
Pothead what?
I don't know. Scroll up the chat. Pothead for life, I think.
His name was Pothead for life, right?
Checking them in your subscribers.
Yep. Wow. I just tried searching Pothead for life in YouTube. And there's 2,770,000 results.
Pothead to fruithead. What?
You know, why didn't I think of that? I could have just scrolled up in the chat instead of typing it in.
That's what I told you to do.
I feel like an idiot.
He posted a link. Camper Mike posted a link. There you go. That's kind of dumb.
Yeah, that looks like a troll, don't it? And I'm subscribed to him. We can fix that. Unsubscribed.
He was probably in one of Green Bay Wackies. And you just subscribed because he subscribed.
Normally, people that subscribe to me, I go through at least once a day or every other day.
Maybe.
And
maybe
subscribe back to them.
Maybe it's back when you're dead.
Well, when Green Bay Wacky does his live streams, he does have quite a few people from the 420 community, and they all turn around and bust me. So I don't think it happened from Wackies. I think it happened from the other people from the 420 community. I do what I can with my schedule. So I try and...
Did you dig through your list to see if he's still subscribed to you, or did you block him?
Oh, I just unsubscribed from him.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to block him or take him off of your list, or he's going to pop back up. He had him up earlier. I don't know how you block him or take him off your subscription list or anything, but he's gonna pop back up if you don't.
Did you ever have a chance to get under there and figure out what that was that broke, Rod?
I don't know jack about YouTube, so he is still learning. I would honestly just hit load more until they've all loaded and then do find on page.
That's a lot of loading, sweetheart. Rod's always got something broke, Mike.
At least he can't see the ground through his floorboards.
Well, you can't either because you can't drive the car yet. Yeah, I had that same problem with my Durango before I got rid of it. I had to go through and replace all the shocks, Mike.
That thing was a Pt2.
And those shocks were like 15 years old. I swear they were the original ones. All right, Kilt Guy, take it easy.
Have
fun.
Night. Yeah, I'm not a fan of seeing the road underneath my feet.
Well, it's perfectly fine to see the road under your feet if you're going to stop the vehicle like Fred Flintstone.
I don't intend to. I intend to stop the vehicle using the brakes. No thanks.
It's also a quick foot bath if it's really raining.
I like heat on my feet, air over my shoulder. If my brakes go out, I'm tucking and rolling into the ditch. Thank you very much. Please. No beer cans.
Hey, Shannon, what's going on?
No beer cans.
Vodka bottles. And not even actually bottles, but the little shot glass deals of bottle.
Why did you just get an email advertising Russian girls?
I get those emails at least once a week and have for years.
Maybe.
Hey, Rusty, what's going on, man?
Well, stay away from my Mustang, please.
You heard that, right, Rod?
I like having brakes a lot. Brakes are good. Yeah.
I lost brakes one time and it was a Ford pickup. I took it back to the house and I popped open the master cylinder. And the brake fluid in there was so old, it had basically broke down into this blackish type sludge.
I lost brakes in my S10 on the way to the library once when I was 18. Driving downhill. And that was terrifying. It was while we were in Georgia. It was a steep ass hill. Mine was in a Chevy. I was in a 97 Chevy S10.
It's always fun when your brakes go out, right? You get to figure out if you can pull off a scene from Fast and the Furious or not.
Well, when the S10 went out, it wasn't just my brakes that went out. It was everything. The motor.
Little bit of this and little bit of that.
The motor went out. The brakes went out. Everything went out. And then after the brakes went out, the steering locked up, and I just had to coast to the. I had just the tiniest little bit of wiggle in the steering wheel. And I had to coast to the bottom of the hill and basically pray that I didn't crash into a tree. And then we called Dad and basically had to push it back to the house.
The only vehicle I've ever lost my brakes on was that F-150 that I had.
The red one?
Before I met you, yep.
That was the one that you crashed, right?
Yep, took out a stop sign. It didn't need to be on that corner anyways. Yeah, I just went through and checked, and that Pothead for Life guy's not in my subscribers list. But yet I was subscribed to him.
You should block his channel.
Laptop just cut out. Power pack's not plugged in all the way. Oh, been there, Mike. I'm from the mountains of North Carolina. I know. Do what, Rod? Come on, man. Speak it the English. Suck tits on patrol. Tits are nice. I like tits.
Stop.
Okay, since I'm not subscribed to him, there's no way I can block him.
There's gotta be a way you can block him. Oh yeah, and Suck Tits on Patrol is totally PG. Just saying. How do you block him? Camper Mike wasn't subscribed to him and he blocked him.
The only thing it's giving me on his channel is
God.
to report user.
Ah.
Oh, I already had him blocked.
Oh.
Never mind.
It's all good.
Ain't that what Planned Parenthood is, Rod? Mike? I mean, that's all paid for by the taxpayer, so ain't we already technically paying for it? I don't know, I kind of want to hear what a little bit of this, a little bit of that's got to say. He's normally got something for everything.
Right? And, in case you forgot, you know, we don't exactly keep it super PG.
Yeah, I can go get the whip out of the bedroom.
Why? So I can flail you with it?
Spin, squill, tomato. Surprise! I am way too much like my father.
Pots?
Pots, stop backwards. Are you sure, Rod?
Did I tell you about, I think it was like, it wasn't,
What did he go towards? What did he go?
it wasn't that long after I started school, but this kid was driving a motorcycle down, this kid was driving a motorcycle down, Monroe, and he was speeding down it, and he hit one of those speed bumps there in front of Murray.
Yeah, you told me.
I told you about that.
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked that they put those giant ass flower pots in. I could, but it would not be graceful.
I could, but I might have to be surgically removed. My back might go out. I'm not as flexible as I used to be. Sanford and Son, really little bit. But I do have to say this, good old Fred Sanford, no one could fake a heart attack like he could. Sad thing is he died because everybody thought he was faking a heart attack and he was having a real one. Are you sure with what you just showed a bit ago? Ooh, there's the Dixie horn. No, what I want to do is I want to get some old train horns, you know, the ones that are ran by compressed air or whatnot. Get an air compressor to put on the car. Hook it all up so every time I press the button for the horn, it sounds like a train coming through. And just drive that down the center of a college and record the reactions. Oh God, a little bit. You're behind, man. You are way behind. I've had that thing since St. Patrick's Day, and I've already got it running. The interior stripped out, floors cleaned up. That way I can see how much damage there was.
The Mustang?
Yeah.
You can see the ground.
You could Fred Flintstone it from every seat position in that car.
But she runs. At first, she would get up and she would trot a few yards. But the other day, he got her running. After they rebuilt the carburetor.
I told you the carburetor had to be rebuilt. If the fuel pump was pumping fuel, but it wasn't getting into the carburetor, that means the carburetor needed a rebuild. And you don't even want to know what it looked like inside that bowl in that carb. Holy crap.
I watched the video.
No, there was more to it than that in the video because I'd already taken the top of the carb off earlier in the day, sucked out all the old gas, and that much sludge out of the bottom of the bowl.
I can't see the chat.
Hey, I'll drive the bus. I got a CDL. Well, unfortunately, before I can put a new floor pan in, I've got to get new floor supports. I've got to redo the torque boxes.
Honestly, he just needs to find a new body to put the motor in.
Well, I told Rod when he goes to North Carolina to bring back a car body for me if they got the Mustang out there. God. She don't listen. Can't do anything with her. Marry her. Help her with the kids. Take her to school on my days
When
off.
the fuck do you help me with the kids? You're always out under the damn carport.
Not true.
Or at work.
Not true.
The only time you help me with the kids is when I walk out that door and leave.
I'm gonna die tonight. Dial 911. You have to swipe up. Hey, look. Mike found Jesus. I never knew he was lost.
He's everywhere.
His eyes follow you.
On the Mustang.
No matter where you go, they follow.
I want a horn that sounds like gunshots.
The eyes are watching always. They'll never blink.
I'm gonna stab your eyes out.
Damn it, I blinked. No, right, the horns don't even work on the Mustang. Hey, Mike, I can drive that bus to hell, dude. I got a CDL, I can drive it. Which I don't know the laws in hell. But here in purgatory, I call Earth.
So it is E.
Hey, me and Mike have the same CDL. I'm going to keep mine until it expires in 2020. Me too. It's easy. And it saves a lot of wear and tear on the clutch and everything. Woman, will you leave my nipples alone?
I'm not touching your nipples.
You were just rubbing my nipples like Miyagi was teaching what's his name? Wax on, wax off.
I was circling your nipple. I wasn't touching it.
Well, all the school buses are automatic, but all the trucks I've actually driven are all manual. But my knees can't take it no more. I need to call and get PT going again. I got like 5 more appointments to do before they decide to start giving me shots. We don't need to see that ball thing. I was trying to figure out what ball thing, and then I remembered you pulled out the gag ball. No. No. Ow.
Ooh, are you okay? That sounded like
I got whipped by a gag ball.
I should not be hearing you talk. Go back to sleep.
People say gag balls don't hurt. That's a lie. Not what you think, Mike. Hey, hand out of my pants.
I don't know what he's talking about.
She says that every time I say that.
Legit, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Don't believe her. She is a woman. They lie. Ow! Why are you torturing me?
No.
Dun, 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 dun.
No.
All right, I got the stripper music going.
Aren't you gonna get in trouble for copyright?
There's a genre called porn music. Hang on. I gotta find this. I'm curious now.
Thanks a lot.
Because if there is... Who gave that idea? Oh, Mike. Thanks, Mike.
Oh, no.
There's 10 million results on YouTube for porn music. This first one is called Dr. Sex. It's from the 70s.
Sounds like a really bad cop show.
It does sound like a bad cop show intro. Whoa. That's crossing the line there. You're going to talk about another man's cranks
And rods.
I don't even talk about another man's crank there. This 70s bad cop show. I am not joking, guys.
You're gonna have to scroll down.
Let go.
Really make it sound dirty.
70s porn music. Dr. Sex.
Bunk.
I'm about to remember that so I can start messing with my wife. Building engines. Cranks, rods, and lube. Sounds like a threesome there. I bet you do, Mike. Are you the pitcher or the catcher?
Maybe he's the referee.
Hopefully she's up to going out and working and helping on that 327. You know, that was rods as in though. That connects to. Oh, you don't know. Just so y'all are aware, my wife knows nothing about engine parts except maybe a battery, an alternator, and a water pump. Okay, too much credit. I gave her too much credit.
I know what a battery is. I know what spark plugs are.
Do you know where the spark plugs go?
I know what they look like. Yes, I know how to check the oil.
Oh, thank God.
I even know how to put antifreeze in my car. Thank you very much.
Yeah, hey, what about headlight?
I'll hit you in the head. Yeah.
Oh, I take care of the oil changes. I take care of the maintenance on the vehicles. Sunday, I'm planning on doing a video on the front brakes on an 06 Dodge Grand Caravan.
My rotors are shot. whenever I hit the brakes, it feels like I'm having a major earthquake.
Yeah, I need to go get those rotors tomorrow, don't I?
I know that the oil needs changed. I can't do it. My grandpa was a mechanic forever, so I know what general maintenance needs done. I don't know how to do it. He always took care of it, or my dad took care of it. So
your parents' way of dealing with it is take it to a shop and get it changed.
No, either dad did it or grandpa did it. If grandpa couldn't do it, he told me where to take it. So I've never had the oil light pop on me.
Do you know what the oil light's for, sweetheart?
It's if you're low on oil, isn't it?
Or depending on the make, model, and year, it could also mean that you have low oil pressure too.
Well, it's never popped on me because I'm not stupid.
That's because I do the maintenance, so you ain't gotta worry about it.
It never popped on me. I do need
to do a transmission service on your van now.
By the way, I am past 2,000 since my last oil change.
Okay, I do them every 3 to 4, so.
Well, you know where I stand.
Was at Walmart TLE one afternoon and was describing a light on the dash that was on. It was the oil light. Wow, you just made it sound like a porno, Rod. Have y'all ever seen a video?
What
this font, drop dead woman comes out of a gas station from purchasing a 5-quart container of oil, pops the hood on her car, and it looks like an expensive car. She opens up the 5-quart container of oil and just pours it all over the top of the motor, thinking she's adding oil to the motor. I don't know if that was staged or if she was just that stupid.
I had a coworker a month or two ago. She came in late, and it turns out it was...
No, she was brunette, if I remember correctly, Mike.
Coworker came in late a month or 2 months ago. Because her car broke down. And found... The reason her car broke down is because she was completely dry on oil. She had no oil in her car.
Yeah, which means there was no lubrication, so it overheated, and therefore...
She doesn't know how long she'd been driving without oil, but her motor essentially exploded.
Yeah, I hope it was fake to Firebird, but if it wasn't... Oh my god.
That car stank. Yeah, she got a new car like a week or two later. I told her to make sure she
thought she needed a starter for a knock 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 sound. Wow. You know, I think the dumbest things I've ever seen. I don't know if y'all seen these memes for during winter. During winter. People are morons, I swear. But I've seen a lot of memes going around this winter. You know, if you're worried about your block freezing, drain all your oil and put antifreeze in. And it'll keep your block from freezing while you're driving. Things like that, you know. It's just stupid stuff that people fall for and do without using common sense. But I mean, it was something else.
Go to bed.
I actually saw one that said during winter, leave your windows down so your doors don't freeze shut. Somebody actually did it, and the entire inside of their car was a sheet of ice.
That's a good one.
Oh, that was a bit shocking. Do I need to take you outside and show you?
You could just tell me.
Alright, on your Mustang, on the ignition coil, you have technically 3 wires.
Dumb it down further.
Okay, you know that big round black thing that I replaced on the side of the block?
The one on the passenger side?
Driver's side.
Okay.
Alright, it has 3 wires that go on the top of it.
Okay.
One side, let's say the left side, it has a positive symbol for hot wire.
Okay.
The far right side has a negative symbol for negative.
Okay.
And then the center is where you have a spark plug wire that goes to the center of your distributor cap.
The what?
Anyways, you have you stick the key in the ignition, you turn around, have somebody grab one of those 2 outside wires, mainly the one that goes to the distributor, you have them grab it, and then you go to crank the car and they get a shock. No, you can't. I need to get Darian with that. That's brilliant.
Don't traumatize the kid.
Well, I can't get him with blinker fluid. The car don't have headlights right now. Or turn signals. So blinker fluid won't work.
Yet.
An email I got from Surprise Reward LLC. Let your heart run wild with Russian girls. I'll have to check it out.
Excuse you?
Mike just said, don't get the left and right.
I read it off the computer.
Oh, you did? Oh, I forgot I still had it up there. What are some other good old classic ones?
I don't know.
I'm drawing a blank now. Yeah. I think he's a little smarter to fall for, little too smart to fall for that one though, Rod. Kind of actually, I'm curious if he's actually watching this and just not saying nothing. You see all that, sweetheart? Check the oil in the alternator. Change the summer winter air in the tires, muffler bearings. Fill the headlights with water so they will stay cool. Oh, I found the hood hinges for the Mustang.
Yay.
They've been in the bed of the pickup this whole time. When I was getting off work, I was standing out at the tailgate smoking a cigarette, talking to Rod on the phone. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I looked down. On the driver's side towards the front half of the pickup, there's both of the hood hinges. And I've been looking for those for a couple of days. I felt like I got smacked in the face. Because I forgot I had all that stuff in the bed of the pickup. Rod, I'm glad you brought that up. Oh my God. My parents, back when, shortly after my dad was cured of cancer, it was within that first year of remission, went out and got a old Chevy Suburban they called the Banana Boat. And it had a front bench seat. My dad went out there and detailed the entire inside of that thing. Armor-alled the seat. My mom went to get it, go to the store, got in on the driver's side, turn around, slid all the way across to the passenger side door, got out, walked back around, sat in there, held onto the driver door with one hand to buckle in before she could leave. It was hilarious. Always find the things you were looking for days ago when you're not looking for. I think that's the best part of having the old bench leather seats is when you armor all them. Somebody gets in on one side, even just a slightest incline, and you slide across it. It's like a water park without the slide or the water. Or slip and slide. But I mean, it was hilarious. Hey, sweetheart, if you want to go ahead and go to bed, go for it. I'll be in there shortly. I'm not going to stay up much longer since I got to get up early and do that fence. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of curious to see if I can find bench seats for this Mustang so I can do that to my wife. Just to see what would happen. Yeah, my parents done that with us too. You know, I had a buddy a couple years ago. He's driving a late model car. I can't remember what it was. But it only had lap belts for the front and the rear seats. A cop pulls him over not knowing any different and writes him a ticket for faulty equipment because he only had a lap belt. No shoulder belt, just a lap belt. He goes to court and gets up in front of this judge. The judge looks at the ticket, looks at my buddy, asks him what kind of vehicle it was. Judge turned around and told the court minute or whatever the person's name is, take it and shred it. Because the cop was an idiot. Because the cop was a millennial, no idea of what old cars used to be like and the old seat belts, all that kind of stuff. Let's see, when I was little, I used to play hide and seek in the house and hide for hours and stay quiet. My parents thought I was either dead or missing. I was an asshole as a baby. No, they don't, Rod. And it's sad. I feel fortunate to have grown up with my father, who he was, to learn about all this old stuff. If it wasn't for him, I would have never got this motor started. I wouldn't have known what the hell I was doing. He taught me a lot. But I did make a phone call this afternoon to a local glass company because I do have that small crack in the front windshield on this Mustang. You know, if y'all had to guess on how much that glass would cost, what would it be? $200, $300, $400? Too damn much. What do you think, Rod? No. It's a lot cheaper than that. The front glass for this Mustang I can get for $100.50 through a local glass company here in town. It's $100.50. And for them to install it is $125. So $225.50, and I have a brand new windshield in this car. I was expecting, like $400, $500, $600, $700. But $100 for the windshield. My truck, my '03 Ram 1500 quad cab, the front windshield easily cost me $700. I can get it cheaper for this Mustang. It don't make any kind of sense. It really don't. So I guess I know the very last thing that goes on this car is, once I've got it completely done and painted, is getting that front glass. And honestly, if I had the time and I had the money, I could have it done in a month. Outside of waiting for parts to arrive. UPS will get sick of delivering to me. Just like the guy that delivers all of Rod's parts. He's probably sick of always having to drive out there and drop something off. But at least he was nice and carried in one of those heads for you. Dude, Mike, the sirens are constantly going off here these last few days. On my live stream or on your videos, Rod? Because now that I think about it, if you're getting a lot of bad comments on your videos, then YouTube might have disabled the comment feature except for certain people, like your moderators. And just tell you it's a glitch while they sort it out. Well, whether or not you have to approve them, it's still a possibility. Dude, look at how bad my hands are cracked up. I can't even get that stuff out of my hands. I even tried old lava soap. Who was it? Do you mind telling us who it was, or? Roddy Pooper. What kind of channel name is that? It feels amazing out here right now. Roddy Pooper. Yeah. Hey, how difficult do you think this would be to switch over to an electric choke rod? Dude, it's like in the low 70s or high 60s with a cool breeze blowing. It's nice. You can keep it, Mike. We're done with it down here. You can just keep that. Yes, your phone died. Are you even home, Rod, or are you still out at the farm? When are you planning on getting that Tommy gate up? I guess Rod don't know. Just a quick heads up, this is how bad the paint is on the Mustang. This is just the top of the car. Alright, Rod, take it easy, man. I'll keep an eye out for that video tomorrow. Unless you plan on live streaming the whole time. You got Mama Bear out there with you. I know, right, Mike? The roof's in worse hands, in worse condition than my hands are. And that's saying something. And my hands stay like this year round. Why not? You're going to do a video on it, so why not just live stream it? Couple hours here, couple hours there, all good. Dude, I've tried everything to get my hands clean and nothing works. Apart from letting my hands soak for hours in a sink full of hot Dawn water. Yeah, it'll be alright, Rod. We're all adults here, I think. She's probably not going to say anything I haven't heard before. No, the last time I got my hands cleaned, it literally took about 3 hours in a sink full of hot Dawn water. And that was the only way. Nothing else worked. And if my wife is listening, or reading, or whatever, then she's probably going to tell me to do the dishes tomorrow. Firebird, you're awfully quiet. What are you doing, man? Not just sitting back and relaxing, huh? But yeah. Got a lot of plans, not a whole lot of money, and not a whole lot of time to do them on my end. There's just one thing I can't figure out, though. Yesterday, I have the car up and running, and I took the voltmeter and checked voltage all over the place, and I get to the alternator, and it doesn't read anything coming out of the alternator, but yet the battery's charging. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. You guys got any ideas? Oh. Yeah, Mike, yesterday when I had the Mustang up and running, I checked voltage all over the place just to make sure it was where it's supposed to be. But I get to the alternator and it's not reading any voltage output, but it's still charging at the battery. Which makes no sense to me, so I was just asking if y'all had any ideas. Yeah, it don't make sense to you either, does it? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Yeah, that's what I figured, but I should still be getting some kind of reading. I had it grounded good. Same thing as when it starts. It's holding at about 11.3, 11.4. And it stays right there. Yeah, but if that's the case, it still wouldn't crank over as easy as it does. I mean, yeah, it's under 12. The cables haven't been messed with at all. And I haven't messed with it. So I'm thinking that's one thing I'm going to have to do is just yank the cables off, clean up the connections. Well, I'd done it off and on. That first hour, I done it 3 times in an hour, and the battery stayed at the same voltage. And I done it continuously through the whole day, and it stayed at the same voltage. Now, my voltmeter might be screwed up, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, that's what I know, Firebird. I guess I could always start my truck up and make sure it's not my voltmeter. Well, let's go start the pickup up and make sure my voltmeter is not screwed. Voltmeter's fine. Mother. My voltmeter's fine. It was holding at 14.2, 14.3 on my pickup. So it's got to be something with the alternator on that Mustang. It's the only thing I can think of now. But that's not a big problem at this point. Right now I just want to get the body work done on it, and I'm still thinking about dropping a 302 on it. Well, see, this one's got 3 wires running off the back of it, 1 on each post. And I've never seen one actually hooked up like that. Yeah, there is a voltage regulator, Mike. I mean, that could be bad. I don't know. But I haven't had a chance to actually test everything as far as the systems go for the voltage. But I can't really have it running that long, especially since the radiator leaks like a sieve, and I don't want to overheat the block, especially since the gauges don't work. I don't want to take a chance on screwing that nut until I at least get a new radiator. It is an alternator, Mike. I'll show it to you. I know what a generator looks like. I got one laying out in the yard. There you go. Here's the back of it. So, right now I just don't have the time to do it. Like I said, I don't want to keep it running that long. I have the gas for it. Gas isn't a problem, but it's getting this radiator shot. I put in 1.5 gallons of antifreeze and it just started pouring out from all over the damn radiator. Wiring is not a problem. I can figure out wiring like nobody's business. That's one of the first things I learned how to do when I was a kid was read a wiring diagram. Yeah, I'm not far behind, probably about another half hour and I'm going to bed. Well, take it easy, Mike. Get some rest. Technically, I should be in bed by now, but yeah, you're East Coast. But even if I do change this out to a 302, I still want to get this motor yanked out and cleaned up and painted and everything and make sure everything's hooked up properly as far as the motor goes. So that way I can sell it at a better price. Mike, you're starting to show your age, man. Only old people watch the weather. Yeah, that's a good reason to watch it. Figure out if you're going to have an extra day off or not come Monday. But yeah, I just want to, if I do change it out, I just want to make sure the engine's going to run good before I sell it. 'Cause I don't like selling something that's going to crap out or somebody try to accuse me of selling them a piece of shit. Or I might just keep the motor as a backup. Right now, all I know is that the motor's definitely going to get yanked and cleaned up. It's got to get yanked anyway for me to replace that subframe, so that'll be fun. What's up, Chopper? You missed it earlier, man. I had a troll. What do you mean they canceled your contract? What were you doing? So if you were in a city council, why would they cancel your contract? Is your term over or something? I don't know. I'm not even going to try to understand because I try and stay out of politics, period. I also know things are a lot different down there than they are here, so I don't want to get confusicated. After all, I do have a public education schooling. Ah, so you're basically grounds. Been there, done that. Crappy job. At least here it is. Dude, I'm sorry. What season is it over there? Now we're just getting into spring here. What are the temps like in winter there? And you want winter. No thanks. I hate winter. Give me spring all year round. I'm happy. I do okay in the summer and the fall. Wintertime? Nope. Can't do it. Well, I can, just don't like to. Nice. I've been waiting for another video on it. See how it's coming along. I know the last video you were talking about cutting out the windows and taking off the top and all that kind of stuff. No, thank you. I'm good. You can keep that there. Awesome. I'll keep an eye out for that video. But yeah, you missed a troll earlier on here, Chopper. It was quite sad, really. Yeah, he started talking a bunch of shit. I could let it slide. Somebody said my wife is hot, but then when you start wanting them to strip for you and everything else and being completely disrespectful, that's when you cross a line. I don't care how old they are, Firebird. I don't care if you're 12 or 50 or 60 or 70. It just goes to show that with it being a 12-year-old, his parents don't give two flying what he does or even want to be a parent to begin with. If my kids act like that and I find out, I'm busting their asses. I'm not raising kids with I'm not raising kids that are going to disrespect everybody they come across. That ain't happening. I wasn't raised that way. They're not going to be raised that way. And that's the problem with our society today as it is. kids that weren't disciplined, mainly most of the millennial generation, my generation, giving everything to them. When I was in school, where I went to school, there were no participation awards. There were no trophies for coming in second and third and fourth and fifth place. You were first or you were last. If you came in second, that's just first place for losers. Kids nowadays, even adults my age, the millennial generation, just aren't being raised. They're letting video games and TVs raise their kids instead of being parents to them. And honestly, it's sickening. I've been a father for 6 years. But I learned a lot in those 6 years. And I remember a lot from when I was growing up and being raised by my parents. That crap don't fly. I don't care what age you are. Yeah, I talk a lot of crap, but I also do it just to have fun. And y'all know that. I'll joke around and everything else. But when you cross a line, I get serious. And your age don't matter to me at that point. It don't. Same here, Chopper. That was me. That was me. But you got all these other kids that are inside playing video games all the time and watching TV, not going outside, using their imagination or anything. Our country's screwed up. People have lost the meaning of value and morals, and the list goes on and on and on. And it's disturbing, it really is. And it's just not the millennial generation. I mean, I got a subscriber to my channel, and I'm subscribed to hers. Her name is Tammy Soley. Yeah. I understand that, Firebird. But her name is Tammy Soley, and she does this thing every Thursday with a Ouija board. And it got to the point I couldn't watch her stuff no more. Because this is how you could really tell it was fake, and she was just doing it for the views and everything else. This one person asked her to ask the Ouija board to tell Tammy how old she was. And the Ouija board said the person was 11 years old. And it turned out to be a 64-year-old woman. And then kept coming back with answers like, I don't know, and things like that. She's doing nothing but creating drama and doing fake stuff all the time just to get views and watch time. And I've even come across other videos of other people just completely dissing her from her asking for money from other channels, like helping her move and stuff like that. So it's not just the young ones that are manipulating people and thinking they can get something for nothing. There's also the older generation that are doing it. Now, that sounds like fun, Chopper. If I had a welder and knew how to weld, I would definitely be doing that right now just to pass time. turn around, sell them, make some money off of it, and keep going. Exactly, Chopper. If I wanted something, I had to work for it and earn it. And if I didn't show respect to my elders, I got my ass beat. Motorcycle power. Oh, God. You know that thing is going to scoot, right? That thing will be we'll be doing highway speeds in no time. Oh, I just can't wait till my kids are old enough where I can get them out here and start wrenching. Because that's one thing I don't want to see is them being taken advantage of by a shop. I want them to learn how to work on their own stuff, fix their own stuff. And if they really enjoy it, make a career out of it. I know I got a long way to go on this Mustang, but it'll be worth it in the end. My wife sees it as a money pit. I see it as an investment. Firebird, my twin daughters are 6, my youngest daughter is 5, and my son is 3. And I was going to wait just a couple more years before I started out my twin daughters with working on something. Even starting out with the simplest thing like an oil change. Alright, Chopper. That's one of the first things I'm going to teach them is how to change their own oil. But yeah. Got a lot of stuff to teach. Right now I'm teaching a 20-year-old how to work on things. And honestly, I don't know. Alright, now that I'm actually connected back again. Right now, I'm teaching a 20-year-old how to work on cars. I don't know if he's enjoying it or if he's cursing me every time he goes home, every time I take him home. Because I basically have him do everything so he can actually learn. I started working on cars when I was 10, Firebird, and I started with the wiring, with learning how to do wiring. Figuring out a wiring diagram, straightening out wiring on an old Pontiac Laguna. And that was when my dad came down with cancer. because that was the only thing keeping the car from actually running and being drivable at that point in time. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping it don't take me as long as I think it will to get this car done. Honestly, realistically, I'm hoping to be able to have it done in 2 years tops. Well, now, Chopper, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to send her to the shop to have the car fixed, man. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's how they are nowadays. That's something I don't get along with. Shop strip you off up here. No, almost every shop here in the States, unless you know a good reputable one that actually does the work and won't screw you over, they will screw you over. But yeah. Oh, I can get a new front windshield for this car for cheap, Chopper. The only thing I can't fix is a transmission. Well, I can't say can't fix because I will work on them. But I won't mess with automatics. No way, no how. Yeah, manual trans have always been a lot easier than automatic, because one wrong thing working on an automatic and you're screwed. You really are. Oh, I've done engines. I've done rear diffs. I've done some work on an automatic trans when I had my 99 Dodge Durango. But that was just dropping the transmission pan, dropping the filter, and changing out the solenoids inside. What kind of motor is it? Besides the 6-cylinder, what did it come out of? Is Holden the brand? Like the make of the vehicle? Or just the model? Have you tried looking parts up for it like you would a Chevy or a GM or a Ford or something? Well, the motor side shouldn't make a difference on whether parts are available or not, though. The age of it's a better fact is more of a factor than anything. Okay, 1,000 kilometers. What does that translate into? Do they do delivery? Like shipping? Or do you actually have to drive out there and pick it up? Ah. It's worth asking. Sometimes you can come out cheaper by having it shipped instead of going and getting it yourself. Yeah? I'm actually debating on just a little bored. Just scraping some of this old paint off. Since I can't use a sander or anything since it's past city ordinance hours. Well, Chopper, it's 1:30 in the morning here. 1:30 a.m. Saturday morning. I know, right, Firebird? What's up, Win? Maybe I should get up my eye protection. Honestly, guys, I'm surprised my wife hasn't come out here saying, bring your ass to bed. I think I'm the only one in the neighborhood still up. Everybody else's lights are off. Well, it's giving me something to do, Mach 1. There ain't nothing wrong with having a hobby, is there? A little project to keep you busy. What I don't like, Mach 1, is right now I'm trying to scrape this off to see how bad that rod is in that corner and that brake. It's the only part of the cap, the top of the car like this. And it's rather quite annoying. That metal is soft right there. Let me raise some cash for you. That is a good thing, Chopper. I'm not going to worry about doing that this late. I'm just trying to get around it, Mach 1. Chip off the old paint. I don't like the looks of that. Don't like the looks of that at all. At least you were able to do something good, Chopper. Anyways, I need to pick your brain for a second, Mach 1. The paint was just laying right on top of this metal. And it is very soft metal. It looks like somebody tried filling it in with some kind of pot metal or something. But I've also got a gap running right in there that I can't tell if it's rotted out or what. You know, what I really hate, people get these old cars and they do very little to actually fix the problems with them. And then they turn around, junk them out, or do whatever with them. Sell them. And then somebody comes along that actually wants to restore the car and has to fix all their screw-ups. Well, let's take a look at the other side, Mach 1. I mean, you can feel a bit of a rise right here. But that's it. The corner's not rotted out or nothing. That's what I'm thinking. But it also kind of makes me wonder why it broke over there. I mean, over here, but didn't break on the passenger side. Damn, Chopper. Hey, Mach 1, if you got any spare parts, send them my way. Hint, hint. Nah, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's going to be a fun running project. Motor runs strong though. As far as driving it, I don't know about the transmission. Exactly. It's what I'm trying to get my wife to understand. She sees a money pit. I see an investment. Kind of an expensive investment, but an investment nonetheless. I wonder how much one goes for right now, fully restored. Just out of curiosity. Well, how else are people going to steal from us? They go in debt to have these developments built, and then they rape everybody. As far as money goes. 6 figures there or 6 figures here? Chopper. Because that makes a big difference. That's probably about how much I'll end up putting into it, Mach 1. I know I'm definitely going to weld a new corner over here on this driver's side. Just get rid of the lead and do a fresh weld. Fabricate a piece for it. Damn. That's because the Aussies have money. Their government's not printing money like ours is, and they can't even cover it. Oh, hey, Mach 1. Did you ever have to get the windshield in your car replaced? I found a small crack in my windshield here. Just about dead center too. But the good thing is a windshield for this is only $100. $100 for this windshield, like $700-800 for the windshield in my truck. Thankfully, it's not busted. Well, I don't think insurance is going to cover this car, Chopper. I mean, I can't even drive it right now. It's black tagged, and it's black tagged until it's fixed. It don't have a front suspension. Everything was removed because everything's rotted through, Chopper. So I don't even know if the transmission works like it should. I was told it did, but I don't know that until I drive it. Chopper, no joke. This is the front. It's like this on both sides. Everything's just rotted out from sitting, being exposed to the elements. I was actually thinking about that Mach 1, but won't it screw it up too at the same time because it's just free spinning? Hell, I can shift it without even having to use the clutch. That's why I haven't done it yet. I don't have to use the clutch to shift it at all. I can sit in there right now and play through all the gears. Reverse, first, second, and third. You're good, Chopper. Well, even when it's running. Well, I can't say that. That's kind of stupid. I'm not thinking straight right now. I need to get to bed, honestly. I haven't tried it with it running. Is that one of them that came running when you opened up a bag of chips earlier? Ah. Hey, Mock Chopper, I want you to take a look at something. This is where I scraped the paint off. Does that look like it's embedded in the roof? It's got texture to it, yeah. But it's not rough, it's smooth. For the most part. I can feel the raises in it. I'll worry about that tomorrow. I just thought I'd ask. Because I don't have the sandpaper I need right now anyways. Honestly, I haven't seen anything on here that would even suggest that it had a rag top on it at any point in time. Because all the rag tops I've seen on cars, they've always had these little welded in pins for the clips and everything. And if it did have a rag top, it's not going to have one put back on. It's going to be a straight hard top, no rag top. Knock it off. Dumbass dogs. Chopper, that is an understatement. Now see, the yellow in there looks like it could be old glue. But I have no idea. I mean, it's a 68 model. I don't know when they stopped using lead in automotive paint. I don't even know when they stopped using lead for brake pads or shoes either. Well, brake shoes. Well, that's what it's looking like I'm going to have to do once I get all the trim removed, Chopper. Which ain't really a big deal Except I've never removed this type of trim before. And I definitely don't want to mess it up since it looks like it's in pretty good shape. Oh, I'm just going to sand and get some primer sealer and go over it to help protect it, so I can try and stop the rust before it gets worse. Yeah, I probably could. Now then, I might just make one of my own to put on here. But anyways, it's 2 o'clock. My phone's about dead. I don't think the pressure washer is really going to do much, Chopper. I'll figure it out tomorrow. But I'm going to head to bed. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm exhausted. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. And a good evening for you, Chopper.